So I am here in Switzerland. I didn't want to talk on the plane just because I didn't want to be annoying. So I'm just gonna make like voiceovers and kind of show where I am now. So first thing is we got into the airport and the only thing that was actually full was like the luggage area thing, but it was like so packed. But it was mainly because they combined Swiss Airlines with German Airlines, Austria Airlines, so like all the airlines were combined together into one like little section. Checking and like putting our baggage in was so long. The line was so long, but then the security happened so quickly, like it was actually insane. Are you excited to go to Switzerland?
Yes.
What do you want to eat right now?
Pizza.
What's the first thing you're gonna eat in Switzerland?
Pizza.
I had a chocolate croissant. The only thing that was open is Starbucks and Panda. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Starbucks. Family's not here right now, so it's not loud.
Oh, now we gotta go.
We got on the plane and it was actually a full flight. So they're wondering because Switzerland is not open to everyone. It's only open to citizens and relatives of Swiss citizens. So there was still a lot of people though going there, and it's because they would take like indirect flights. So they would stop at Switzerland and then I saw them like all leave to go to another I overheard some family like they were gonna go to Greece.
What the hell?
We flew over Phoenix, and it's actually funny because my boyfriend is in Phoenix right now. And then I decided to watch the movie Black Swan because I've been wanting to watch for like a year or so, just because I knew it was like some type of scary movie, but it wasn't like extremely scary. I watched it, wasn't what I expected at all. Like I was very disturbed. It was scary and it was also confusing. Like it made no sense to me. Yeah. So I tried to like calm myself down by watching my favorite comfort movie, Sex and the City. And then I ate my dinner, which was, I got to choose. So there's a vegetarian option and then there's just a regular one with sort of meat in that one. So I got like a veggie pasta. So it was like pasta with tomato sauce and then vegetables. There was also a little salad that came with it and Italian dressing and bread and butter. And it was decent. But then I tried the dessert, that like the little dessert that came with it. It was a strawberry cheesecake and it was so gross. Like I did not like it at all. And then I fell asleep for about like, I don't even remember, but I fell asleep. I grabbed my water, like my water cup. My brother's sitting right next to me, so I took it right from my brother. And I was sitting, like I was gonna drink my water, and then I put it back down. And my dad was like, oh, you're putting it the wrong way. So he moved it for me, and then he like shook, and then it fell all on me. So I had to sit in the airplane for a very long time with it being really wet, and it was cold outside. Like it was nighttime, so it was even colder inside, so it wouldn't have gone like dried up. And I just had to sit in the cold water for like 6 hours. We were just like all in an annoying and grumpy mood. Like I don't even remember why, but apparently they said that my family was being super unhelpful to me because they weren't finding stuff for me, but I don't really, I kind of forgot what they were trying to find. This is literally like 16 days after my flight. Like I don't remember. And then I was done with being over the Atlantic Ocean, so woo-hoo. Now I arrived in Ireland, which I love all Irish people. I love you, Ed Sheeran. I am the biggest Ed Sheeran fan ever.
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
After that, like I took another nap, I guess, and then I woke up and we got served breakfast because time changed. I had breakfast even though it was like noon for people in Switzerland by then already. It was a croissant, it was some type of scone, a yogurt and an orange juice in a bowl, which was really weird. Hated that scone because I literally thought it was chocolate chips, so I was like, oh my god, yummy. and it was disgusting. It was like olives or something. Like, it was so gross.
Anyone else have that relatable moment when you think you got something chocolate chip and then it's a gross flavor? Like raisin or savory?
Croissant was good, but it was very brittle and like the flakes are going everywhere. And I was just like thinking to myself, like, these croissants are about to get so much better now. And the orange juice in the cup, it was frozen, but it was good. Now I started watching documentaries in Swiss German for no reason. I had like an hour left to do, so I was like, you know, I don't want to watch like a movie. Like, I'm not gonna be able to finish it. And then at the end of it, they gave us complimentary chocolate. After that, we started to land down. When we were going up, I was completely fine. Like, usually I'll have like some ear popping, but I didn't have it this time. But going down was horrible for me. Like, it was horrible. My ears are popping so much. It hurts so much. We landed safely. We arrived there on time. Went into like a train, which is really cool. Like, it's a really big airport if you think about it, because they have like a whole train. Like, yeah, like you kind of leave the like airports flying off, and then you go to like another like separate building where customs and like baggage and all that stuff is. We made it through customs. We got our baggage, and then we got our car rental, which is called Enterprise. This one has been good, obviously, because it's almost the end of my trip, and the car was really good. They took really good care of the car. Like, obviously I don't know how it's going to be in different countries, but if you go to Switzerland, you need a car rental, go to Enterprise. That's this part of me flying to Switzerland, and now I'm in Switzerland, and then you're going to see more videos of me in Switzerland, so you should subscribe and turn your post notifications on, because you don't want to miss it. You don't. We have to get COVID tested because we're going back to America, and if you want to travel anywhere out of Switzerland, I think you have to get COVID tested, and I think that's even leaving America too. So we are getting a rapid COVID test because
The rapid COVID test just meant a regular COVID test. I do not know what I was saying that day.
it's going to be the first time I'm getting tested for COVID. I just want to explain that and how this kind of relates to flying, because we wouldn't be able to fly back if we got positive on our COVID test. Also, just a little traveling tip: if you're traveling anytime, especially during 2021, during these circumstances, please make sure you like know where to get a COVID test. The appointments, they're just being reserved like really quickly. So if you ever want to travel, make sure that you know to get COVID tested, because you never know what's going to happen. There may be new variations of COVID.
What's your first name?
Annabelle?
Like the movie.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I'm done.
Hey guys! So I am finally home, and we're just gonna ignore that fact because I'm gonna be talking about how my flight was back from Switzerland. First thing we did was we dropped off our rental car. Say bye to our car. Bye bye, car. I got a branch croissant and it's really good, so would recommend. We entered the like airport, and then we had to walk all the way to the other side. And then we were there at the baggage drop off, and it was like, it said like rapid check-in and like baggage, and it really was rapid. Like, it was super quick. We went to this special services for my dad because he is an amputee, so he has a prosthetic leg, and it was really hurting that day. So we got the special services to take us on this really fast car through the airport. They took us to the line to security check. We went through security, and then took us to a special room called Special Assistance Room. And so we just kind of stayed there. Like, the whole family was allowed to stay there. I just signed documents to get back into America. Now we're waiting in the Special Assistance Room for my dad. As you can see, that face needs special assistance.
Not that big a deal, Sammy.
Oh, and Sammy lost his AirPods. My mom, my brother, and I all left to go like walk around, find some food or something. We saw Burger King, and that's actually really popular in Switzerland. It's like McDonald's and Burger King is like the main fast food in Switzerland, which is so weird because like my Burger King like literally recently got like destroyed. It's good.
Soda!
And finally, after an hour, we got picked up. So it was like running really close to like when we were like gonna start boarding for our flight. So I was like kind of stressed out. We went to like customs control. So we just showed all our passports and then we were able to leave outside. And then like it was like on the bottom floor. So we had like a bus to take us, like it picked us up from there. And then it drove us to like where our gate was. And then the lady who was now helping us, she stayed with us for the boarding and departing on. But I was recording like me like boarding onto the plane, and there's this girl in the background who's like coming this way. So she's coming the opposite way as me. And once I passed by her, that was literally Olivia. I don't know how to say her last name, but Olivia Ruer, the famous YouTuber, the one who's friends with Emma Chamberlain. I actually ended up seeing her again when we picked up our baggage. Like I saw her again. Like I literally knew for sure that that was her. Then another girl was with her too, and I didn't see her face, but she kind of looked like Emma Chamberlain. So maybe Emma Chamberlain was on my flight, maybe she wasn't. But that was just insane, and I did not take a picture with them just because I don't want to bother them. So we got on the plane. My dad had to move to another spot. Like he asked to move to another spot because his leg was really hurting, and so he got like moved up just in our like section of the airplane where he had like more leg space. It's like the first row seats when you like enter a new section if you've been in an airplane, and it's just like a wall, and then you have like a lot more extra space, and it worked out. And then so I had an extra space right next to me, and I had to sit on the like alleyway, which was really weird. I haven't sat like on like the alleyway seat in so long. I don't even know if I have. And we got disinfecting wipes. Apparently you're supposed to disinfect them like before like we sit down or touch anything, like touch their TVs or something. Last time we got the same disinfected wipes, but I used it like after we finished. We had like an hour delay because some like first class passengers canceled their like trip, and then they had already like sent in their luggage. Like the workers had to find their luggage and like pick it out and like take it out from like sending it to LAX.
Oh, now we gotta go.
Now I decided to watch Downton Abbey, the movie. It was a really good movie, but I was like kind of not paying attention. I was trying to edit and like really organize all my videos that I've made from Switzerland. And then they served us dinner, but I wasn't really hungry because I had just eaten. We left at 1 p.m. and they served us dinner like 3 p.m. and I was like, what? But I did eat the bread and butter just because it actually came warm. And last time I waited to eat my dinner, and then my bread got like all cold and stale, so I just had to like eat it right away. I didn't order the vegetarian option because it had rice, and I just don't like rice really. So I had the like chicken something with like this sauce, and then there was like potato cakes, like mini potato cakes. So that was really good. And also the cheese was from Le Gruyere, which is the cheese factory I actually went to in one of my vlogs in Switzerland this time. So be excited for that. The food was really good. I think honestly this was better than like the pasta I had on the first trip because there was no tomato sauce, and I feel like whenever you have tomato sauce, like especially in the airport when you're like up in the air, it's just like gross. And then I was gonna try the dessert, but then like I just didn't want to ruin my appetite. Instead for dessert, I had some like Smarties that I bought, which are basically like M&Ms, but they won't give you cancer. I literally love M&Ms. I started watching The Notebook, and at the end I cried as usual. And then I tried to go to sleep, but soon afterwards they brought us ice cream from the famous Movenpick company in Switzerland. I took one of my brother's chocolate, and he doesn't even know because he was sleeping. It's like I'm gonna make him watch this and he's gonna be really mad, but it's okay. And then afterwards I watched this French film. I watched it in German though because it didn't have English and I didn't know French. Really stupid but like funny. Like it was her and her donkey. It was really just simple, like a simple plot line, really simple. Like there was like no complexity about it at all, but it was just funny, and like apparently that's what you get in French films. Then I edited for like another hour after I finished that movie. I took a nap for like 2 hours. That was like the only time I actually slept on the flight. My legs were hurting so much, so I literally had to take off my shoes, which I always do. The last movie I watched was Me Before You for the first time. I didn't even like expect the whole plot. Like I literally thought it was a totally different movie until like I watched it. I was like, oh. But it was good. I liked it. And they gave us some more food, but it wasn't like a full-on breakfast. We just got a warm like cheese cake bread thingy but I don't want to try. And we got these like cookies. My dad had gotten me like a banana earlier, so I ate that together. When we were about to land, they gave us complimentary Swiss chocolates, which I'm so excited. It was so good. And then I was still watching my movie like while we were landing. Once I finished it, there was only like 10 minutes left.
Hey, hi, hello, what's up?
Ear popping and just like going down really hurt again. And I had no gum, like I couldn't find my gum anywhere, so that sucked. There's like announcements about when we land in America that sometimes there will be like public health workers walking around and they'll ask you for your COVID test documentations to see that you were tested negative and that you're tested like in time. And it's all by random because we didn't get chosen for that. Like no one went up to us. Just wanted to say that even though no one went up to us in America, when we dropped off our baggage and like checked in, we had to show our COVID test documentations. So you still had to be tested for COVID. Like we landed and we got a wheelchair for my dad and then got a shortcut through customs and border control, and then we got our baggage, and then that's when I saw Olivia like walk past me. We left and my dad's other friend picked us up and we drove home. So that's it for my flight. Just like traveling in 2021 was so different. We basically had to wear a mask the whole flight unless you were like sleeping or eating. And it was just different. It was just something like you kind of have to just experience it because it's like just weird. Like it's so weird compared to like last time I flew to Switzerland and it was nothing like this. Just really like interesting how like COVID really has affected everything and all of our like aspects, even like traveling and flying. And also it was my flight experience with Swiss Airlines, which I love. Even though they're really expensive, they're worth it. Like it's worth it. Like they have such good service. They always give you Swiss chocolate at the end too. If you're flying to Switzerland, I would recommend Swiss Airlines the most. I'm gonna go and I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe, put your post notifications on because I will be making more Switzerland videos. They're in the process now because I'm at home. Like all I'm doing is editing. Like I am on the grind. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like and comment down below something nice or fun. I don't know. I'm gonna go, guys. Bye. Have a great day.